The Galactic Council's ultimatum. The Galactic Council, an assembly of the most powerful alien species in the galaxy, had long watched Earth with curiosity. For years, they had kept an eye on human progress, noting their technological advancements and military capabilities. But as Earth's influence grew, so did the Council's unease. They decided it was time to act. In the vast expanse of space, the Galactic Council's command ship hovered above Earth's orbit. It was a colossal vessel, bristling with advanced technology, and armed with weaponry far beyond anything humans had ever seen. Inside, the Council members, each representing different alien races, gathered in a high-tech chamber. Their leader, a tall, imposing figure with a shimmering blue skin and piercing eyes, addressed the assembly. "Earth has grown too powerful for its own good," the leader said in a voice that echoed through the chamber. "We must ensure their compliance with our demands, or they could become a serious threat to our dominion." The Council's ultimatum was clear. Earth must pay a hefty tribute or face destruction. This tribute was no small amount. It was a sum of resources, technology, and wealth beyond anything Earth had ever gathered. The Council's message was delivered through a holographic broadcast, projected directly to Earth's leaders. The message was as cold as it was threatening. On Earth, the transmission caused shockwaves. In a secure meeting room, world leaders from various nations gathered. Their faces were grim as they watched the holographic display. The leader of the Council spoke with an air of finality, his alien eyes glaring at them through the projection. "We demand that Earth deliver its tribute within 30 days. Failure to comply will result in immediate and total destruction of your planet." The room fell silent. Leaders exchanged worried glances, trying to absorb the gravity of the situation. Earth had never faced such a dire threat before. The Council's demand was not just a challenge, it was a declaration of war. The head of the United Nations, a seasoned diplomat with years of experience in crisis management, stood up. "We need to discuss our options," she said firmly. "This is a matter of survival for all of humanity." The leaders gathered around a large table, their expressions a mix of fear and determination. Some suggested negotiating with the Council, hoping to buy time or find a compromise. Others argued that they should prepare for the worst. The debate was heated, with everyone offering their own ideas and concerns. As the debate raged on, a young military strategist named Alex Carter spoke up. He had been working on a top-secret project designed to enhance Earth's defense capabilities. His voice was calm but filled with urgency. "I have been developing new technology that could give us a fighting chance," Alex said. "It's not finished yet, but if we can mobilize our resources quickly, we might be able to turn the tide." The room fell silent again, this time in awe of Alex's revelation. If his technology worked, it could change everything. But time was running out. The Galactic Council had given them only 30 days, and every moment counted. The leaders quickly realized that they had to act swiftly. They decided to combine their resources and focus on preparing for both defense and potential counterattacks. The task was daunting, but they had no choice. The survival of Earth depended on their ability to respond to the Council's threat. In the coming days, Earth's top scientists, engineers, and military leaders worked around the clock. They began to mobilize their forces, reactivating old defense systems and integrating Alex's advanced technology into their strategy. It was a race against time, filled with uncertainty and danger. The Galactic Council's ultimatum had shaken Earth to its core, but it had also sparked a new sense of unity and purpose among its leaders. As the deadline approached, Earth's defenders were preparing for a battle they had never imagined. The fate of their planet now rested on their shoulders, and they were determined not to let it slip away. The scene was set for an epic confrontation between Earth and the Galactic Council. The ultimatum had set the stage, and now it was up to humanity to rise to the challenge and fight for their survival. Earth's bold decision. After receiving the Galactic Council's ultimatum, Earth's leaders faced a crisis of unprecedented scale. The 30-day deadline loomed, and the pressure was mounting. As the Council's message replayed in their minds, the leaders knew they had to make a critical decision. In the United Nations headquarters, the room buzzed with tense energy. World leaders, military commanders, and top scientists gathered around a long table. Maps, charts, and digital displays filled the room, showing the latest updates on the Galactic Fleet's position and capabilities. The atmosphere was thick with anxiety and determination. The UN Secretary-General, a respected leader with a reputation for calm under pressure, addressed the room. "We must decide how to respond to the Galactic Council. We can either comply with their demands or fight back. Either way, we need a plan." A debate quickly erupted. Some leaders argued for compliance, suggesting that paying the tribute might save Earth from destruction. They pointed out the vast power of the Galactic Fleet and the potential for catastrophic losses if they resisted. "I understand the fear," said a military general, his voice resolute. "But if we give in now, we risk becoming a puppet state, subjected to their whims forever. We need to stand up for our sovereignty." Others were more cautious, emphasizing the need for diplomacy. They suggested negotiating with the Council to buy more time or find a less costly solution. However, the UN Secretary-General was not convinced. The stakes were too high, and the threat too severe. A young scientist named Dr. Maya Singh, who had been working on advanced defense technology, spoke up. "We have been developing some new technology that could enhance our defenses. It's not fully operational yet, but if we can expedite the process, we might have a chance." Dr. Singh's words sparked a glimmer of hope among the leaders. The idea of having a technological edge against the Galactic Fleet was appealing. The leaders agreed that they needed to explore this option further. "We need to act fast," the Secretary-General said. "We have less than a month to prepare. We must combine our resources and focus on this new technology, while simultaneously preparing for a possible conflict." The leaders quickly moved into action. They formed a task force to oversee the development and deployment of the new technology. Scientists and engineers worked around the clock, pushing the limits of their research to get the technology ready in time. Military units were put on high alert, and contingency plans were drawn up for various scenarios. As the days passed, Earth's response began to take shape. The new technology, still in its experimental phase, was rapidly tested and refined. It included advanced energy shields, powerful new weapons, and faster starships. These innovations promised to boost Earth's defensive capabilities and give them a fighting chance against the Galactic Fleet. Simultaneously, Earth's military forces conducted training exercises to prepare for potential combat. Soldiers, pilots, and strategists practiced maneuvers and tactics designed to exploit the Galactic Fleet's weaknesses. The atmosphere in the training camps was electric, with a sense of urgency and determination fueling their efforts. The public also became aware of the situation. Governments issued statements, and news outlets reported on the imminent threat. People across the globe were filled with a mix of fear and resolve. Many took to social media and rallies to show their support for the defense effort, united in their desire to protect their planet. As the deadline approached, Earth's leaders continued to work tirelessly. The task force overseeing the new technology reported progress, and the military was readying itself for action. The initial fear and uncertainty had given way to a unified determination to defend their world. The Galactic Council's ultimatum had pushed humanity to its limits, but it had also sparked a powerful response. Earth's bold decision to resist and fight back was driven by a collective will to protect their home and their way of life. With each passing day, their preparations grew stronger, setting the stage for an epic confrontation that would determine the fate of their planet. The scene was set for the next phase of the conflict. Earth was no longer passive. It was preparing to make its stand. The Galactic Council's challenge had been met with courage and resolve, and the outcome of this struggle would shape the future of both Earth and the galaxy. The Galactic Fleet arrives. The Galactic Fleet moved silently through the void of space, its vast armada approaching Earth's solar system. The fleet was a formidable sight. Hundreds of massive ships, each bristling with advanced weaponry and shimmering with alien technology. Their arrival was a moment of tension and fear for Earth's defenders. On Earth, the news of the fleet's approach was met with a mixture of anxiety and determination. From space agencies to military command centers, everyone was on high alert. The satellites that monitored the fleet's progress relayed constant updates to Earth's leaders. In the United Nations Command Center, officials and military officers crowded around a large screen displaying real-time images of the incoming fleet. The display showed the enormous ships moving steadily closer, their sleek designs and intimidating sizes clearly visible. The room was filled with hushed whispers and worried glances. The UN Secretary-General, who had been coordinating Earth's defense efforts, addressed the room with a steady voice. "The Galactic Fleet is now within our solar system. We have less than a week before they reach Earth. Our preparations must be finalized." A senior military officer, General Roberts, pointed to the screen. "We need to focus our defenses on the most likely entry points. The fleet will likely deploy its forces strategically. Our new technology must be ready to counter their attack." Teams of engineers and soldiers worked tirelessly, making final adjustments to Earth's newly developed defenses. Advanced energy shields were tested, and the new weapon systems were calibrated. Every available resource was mobilized for the imminent confrontation. Meanwhile, the Galactic Fleet continued its approach. The ships moved with a precise, coordinated effort. Their dark, imposing forms contrasted sharply with the vibrant colors of space. The fleet's commander, a cold and calculating alien named Zarnak, monitored the progress from the flagship's control room. His alien eyes glowed with a mixture of anticipation and indifference. "Prepare to enter Earth's orbit," Zarnak ordered his officers. "Ensure that all ships are in their designated positions. We will begin our operation as soon as we are in range." The Galactic Fleet's arrival was not just a show of force. It was a demonstration of their power and confidence. The fleet's massive size and advanced technology were designed to overwhelm any opposition. The Council's intention was clear. They wanted to crush Earth's resistance swiftly and decisively. As the fleet entered Earth's orbit, the sight was awe-inspiring and terrifying. The enormous ships cast shadows over the planet, their sheer size making Earth's defenses seem small by comparison. The Galactic Fleet began deploying smaller ships and drones to scout the area and gather intelligence on Earth's defensive capabilities. In response, Earth's defenders were ready. The new technology, still in its final stages of development, was activated. Energy shields were deployed around key military bases and cities. The newly designed starships, now fully operational, were positioned to intercept any approaching threats. The atmosphere on Earth was one of intense focus and readiness. Across the globe, people watched the unfolding events with a mix of hope and fear. News broadcasts covered the fleet's approach, and social media buzzed with discussions about the impending conflict. The unity and determination that had emerged in the face of the Galactic Council's threat were now being put to the ultimate test. As the Galactic Fleet moved into its final position, the first signs of confrontation began. The fleet's command ship initiated communication with Earth, issuing a final warning. The message was clear: surrender or face total destruction. The response from Earth's leaders was immediate. They refused to yield, affirming their resolve to defend their planet. The stage was set for the first major clash between Earth's newly prepared forces and the powerful Galactic Fleet. The Galactic Fleet's arrival marked the beginning of a high-stakes battle. Earth's defenses were ready, but the challenge was enormous. The fate of the planet now depended on how well Earth's forces could stand up to the overwhelming might of the Galactic Council. The scene was set for an epic confrontation that would test the limits of human courage and resilience. Earth's hidden strengths. As the Galactic Fleet settled into position around Earth, the tension on the planet was palpable. The large alien ships loomed ominously above, and the countdown to a possible attack was ticking down. Earth's leaders and military personnel were ready, but they had one crucial advantage that the Galactic Council was unaware of. their hidden technology. In a top-secret facility deep underground, scientists and engineers worked around the clock. This facility, known only to a select few, housed the most advanced and confidential projects that Earth had been secretly developing. The facility was bustling with activity as final preparations were made. The new technology, designed to counter the Galactic Fleet's superior firepower, was almost ready. Dr. Maya Singh, the scientist who had played a crucial role in developing the new defense systems, oversaw the final tests. Her team worked with intense focus as they completed the integration of their advanced technology. The lab was filled with the hum of machinery and the glow of computer screens displaying critical data. Dr. Singh reviewed the results of the latest test with a mixture of excitement and anxiety. The new energy shields are holding up well against simulated attacks. We're ready to deploy them. A military officer, Colonel Thompson, stood beside her. What about the new weapon systems? Are they operational? Dr. Singh nodded. Yes, the new weapons are calibrated and ready. They'd been designed to penetrate the advanced shielding of the galactic ships. Our technology might be our best shot at leveling the playing field. The facility's atmosphere was one of quiet determination. Earth's hidden strengths, including advanced energy shields and powerful new weapons, were about to be put to the test. The technology was Earth's secret weapon, and it had to be deployed correctly to make a difference in the looming battle. Meanwhile, Earth's military forces prepared for the imminent confrontation. The new technology was integrated into their defense systems and starships. Troops trained vigorously, learning how to operate and maintain the new equipment. The sense of urgency was evident in their every action. They knew that the success of their defense depended on the effective use of this hidden strength. In orbit, the Galactic Fleet continued its preparations, seemingly unaware of the new capabilities Earth had developed. The fleet's commander, Zarnak, was confident in their superiority. His alien eyes studied the readings from Earth's defenses, noting the apparent lack of significant upgrades. They are still using outdated technology, Zarnak mused to his officers. Our superior firepower will make short work of their defenses. Prepare for the initial assault. Back on Earth, the hidden technology was now being deployed. Energy shields were activated around key strategic locations, including major cities and military bases. The newly designed starships, equipped with advanced weaponry, took their positions in orbit, ready to defend their home. The deployment was a well-coordinated effort, with every detail meticulously planned. The hidden strengths that Earth had developed were now coming to the forefront, ready to face the powerful Galactic Fleet. As the final hours before the anticipated attack ticked away, Earth's leaders felt a mix of hope and nervous anticipation. The hidden technology, which had been developed in secret and under immense pressure, was now Earth's best chance for survival. They watched as the new defenses were put in place, hoping that their preparations would be enough to turn the tide of the impending conflict. The Galactic Fleet, still unaware of Earth's hidden strengths, continued its approach. The stage was set for a dramatic confrontation. Earth's hidden technology would soon face the ultimate test against the overwhelming power of the Galactic Council. The outcome of the battle would depend on how effectively these hidden strengths could be used to protect their world. With the fleet preparing for their assault and Earth's new defenses ready, the moment of truth was drawing near. The hidden strengths that Earth had worked so hard to develop were about to be revealed, and their impact would soon be known. The battle for Earth's survival was on the horizon, and every second counted as the countdown continued. The first clash. The Galactic Fleet's massive ships loomed menacingly above Earth. The time for conflict had arrived. Earth's defenses, now equipped with hidden technology, were ready for their first major test. The tension was thick in the air as both sides prepared for the inevitable clash. In the United Nations Command Center, the mood was a mix of nervous anticipation and focused determination. The large screens around the room displayed real-time views of the Galactic Fleet's movements. The holographic projections showed the fleet's ships moving into attack positions. "Here they come," General Roberts announced. his voice steady but tense. "All units, stand by. Prepare for immediate engagement." Earth's military forces, stationed both in space and on the ground, were poised for action. Starships equipped with the new weapon systems were ready to launch. Ground-based defense systems activated their energy shields, creating a protective barrier around key cities and military bases. As the Galactic fleet initiated its assault, bright flashes of light erupted across the sky. The first wave of enemy fighters swarmed toward Earth's defenses. The new starships, sleek and powerful, launched into action, their engines glowing with a fierce energy. The battle began with a series of rapid exchanges. Laser beams and energy blasts filled the space around Earth as the starships engaged the Galactic fleet's fighters. The newly installed energy shields flared with every impact, holding strong against the enemy's attacks. Inside the command center, operators monitored the battle with intense focus. The real-time data showed the effectiveness of Earth's new technology. The energy shields were holding up well, and the new weapons were proving effective against the Galactic fleet's forces. Dr. Maya Singh, who had been overseeing the technology deployment, watched the battle unfold on a nearby screen. "The shields are holding up better than we expected," she reported. "The new weapon systems are making a real difference." Despite the early successes, the Galactic fleet's overwhelming numbers began to make an impact. Large enemy ships targeted Earth's defenses with powerful lasers, causing significant damage to some of the outer defensive positions. The battle was fierce, and the Galactic fleet was not backing down. In space, Earth's starships fought valiantly. Pilots maneuvered their ships with precision, dodging enemy fire and retaliating with their own advanced weapons. The bright trails of lasers and explosions illuminated the dark void of space as the two sides clashed. The Galactic fleet's commander, Zarnak, observed the battle with growing concern. His initial confidence was being challenged by Earth's unexpected resistance. The new technology and fierce defense were proving to be a formidable obstacle. "We need to adjust our strategy," Zarnak ordered his officers. "These new defenses are stronger than anticipated. Increase the intensity of our attacks and focus on breaching their shields." The battle raged on, with both sides exchanging blows. Earth's forces continued to fight with determination, using their new technology to their advantage. The Galactic fleet, despite its advanced capabilities, faced a tougher fight than it had anticipated. Back on the ground, people watched the battle with a mix of fear and hope. News reports showed images of the conflict, and citizens gathered in groups to support their defenders. The unity and resolve of Earth's people were evident as they rallied behind their military forces. The first clash was intense and challenging, but it marked a critical moment in the conflict. Earth's defenses, bolstered by their hidden strengths, had managed to hold their ground against the Galactic fleet's initial assault. The battle had proven that Earth was not easily defeated and that its newfound technology was making a significant impact. As the first phase of the battle concluded, both sides regrouped. The Galactic fleet reassessed its strategy, and Earth's forces prepared for the next wave of attacks. The clash had set the stage for a protracted conflict, and the fight for Earth's survival was far from over. With the first clash behind them, Earth's defenders remained resolute. The battle had shown that they could stand up to the Galactic fleet, and the struggle for their planet's future continued. The fight was only beginning, and both sides were prepared for the challenges ahead. Surprising success. The clash between Earth's forces and the Galactic fleet had been fierce, but as the battle continued, an unexpected turn of events began to unfold. Earth's defenders, despite initial setbacks, were starting to see surprising success against the formidable alien armada. In the command center, the atmosphere was tense but hopeful. The large screens displayed the ongoing battle, and the data showed a significant shift. The Galactic fleet's once dominant position was being challenged by Earth's resilient forces. The new technology, initially untested in real combat, was proving to be more effective than anyone had anticipated. General Roberts, with a mixture of surprise and determination, addressed the room. Our new systems are holding up better than we thought. We're starting to push back the Galactic Fleet's fighters. It looks like our unexpected success might be turning the tide. Dr. Maya Singh, who had been closely monitoring the technology's performance, nodded. The energy shields are absorbing more energy than we expected, and the new weapons are causing significant damage to their ships. We're making progress. As Earth's forces pressed on, the Galactic Fleet's commander, Zarnak, grew increasingly frustrated. His initial confidence was being shaken by Earth's resilience. The new technology and defensive strategies were proving to be a serious obstacle. Zarnak ordered a change in tactics. Increase the pressure on their defenses. We must break through their shields and regain control. Deploy additional reinforcements to support our attack. Despite Zarnak's efforts, Earth's forces continued to gain ground. The unexpected success was due in part to the new technology's ability to adapt quickly to the Galactic Fleet's advanced systems. The energy shields not only protected Earth's assets, but also absorbed and redirected energy to counterattack with increased force. In space, Earth's pilots, energized by their early successes, fought with renewed vigor. They executed precise maneuvers and used the new weapons to their full advantage. The once intimidating Galactic Fleet was now facing a determined and capable opponent. On the ground, people watched the battle with growing optimism. News reports highlighted Earth's unexpected success, and citizens cheered for their defenders. The unity and support from the public were a powerful boost for the troops. As the battle continued, Earth's forces managed to capture a few of the Galactic Fleet's smaller ships. This success provided valuable intelligence about the enemy's technology and strategies. With this new information, Earth's engineers made quick adjustments to improve their defenses even further. The Galactic Fleet's reinforcements arrived, adding pressure to Earth's defenders. However, the unexpected success had given Earth's forces a crucial advantage. They had already made significant strides in pushing back the fleet, and their continued resilience was beginning to take a toll on the enemy. The Galactic Fleet's command ship, the flagship, was now within range of Earth's new weapons. Earth's starships, equipped with the advanced targeting systems, launched a concentrated attack. The flagship, despite its formidable defenses, began to show signs of damage. Zarnak, observing the damage from his command ship, realized that Earth's unexpected success was becoming a serious threat to their mission. The Galactic Fleet's plans were being disrupted, and their once-assured victory was now in jeopardy. As the battle reached a critical point, Earth's forces pressed their advantage. They continued to push back against the Galactic Fleet, utilizing their newfound success to regain lost ground and protect their planet. The tide of the battle had turned, and the Galactic Fleet was no longer the unstoppable force it had once seemed. The surprising success of Earth's defenses marked a significant turning point in the conflict. The battle had demonstrated that Earth's hidden strengths were a formidable force against the Galactic Fleet. With each victory, Earth's defenders grew more confident, and the fight for survival continued. The conflict was far from over, but Earth's unexpected success had shifted the balance of power. The Galactic Fleet's initial advantage had been eroded, and the outcome of the struggle for Earth's future remained uncertain. As the battle raged on, both sides prepared for the next phase of the conflict, with the stakes higher than ever. The Galactic Council strikes back. The Galactic Fleet's initial losses had stunned the Galactic Council. The unexpected resilience of Earth's defenses had shifted the balance of power, and the Council knew they needed to respond decisively. In the heart of the Council's command center, a meeting was underway to formulate a new strategy. The Council's leaders, a group of stern and imposing aliens, gathered around a central table. The room was filled with holographic displays showing the current status of the battle and the damage inflicted on their fleet. "This is unacceptable," said Councillor Vortak, his voice filled with frustration. "We cannot allow Earth to undermine our authority. We must take stronger measures to regain control." Councillor Rila, known for her strategic acumen, nodded in agreement. We underestimated Earth's defenses. We need to launch a coordinated strike with full force to break their resolve and cripple their defenses. The Council's decision was swift. They would deploy their remaining resources to launch a powerful counteroffensive. Their new plan involved overwhelming Earth's defenses with a multi-pronged attack, using their most advanced and destructive weaponry. In the Galactic Fleet's command ship, Zarnak received the new orders. He understood the gravity of the situation and knew that failure was not an option. Prepare for the Council's strike plan, he instructed his officers. We will launch a full-scale assault to break through their defenses and force their surrender. The next phase of the battle began with a dramatic escalation. The Galactic Fleet, now reinforced with additional ships and heavy weaponry, moved into position for their counterattack. Massive energy cannons and powerful missile systems were primed and ready. As the fleet prepared for the assault, Earth's command center was on high alert. The earlier successes had provided a glimmer of hope, but the new threat was daunting. The situation was becoming increasingly critical, and the mood among Earth's defenders was tense. General Roberts addressed his team with determination. The Galactic Council is launching a full-scale assault. We need to be ready for their strongest attack yet. Keep the shields at full power and ensure our starships are prepared for the worst. Dr. Maya Singh and her team worked tirelessly to reinforce the energy shields and weapons systems. They knew that the Council's new strategy would be a severe test of their technology. The facility was a hive of activity as scientists and engineers made final adjustments. As the Galactic Fleet's assault began, the space around Earth erupted in a dazzling display of firepower. Enormous energy blasts and missile barrages rained down on Earth's defenses. The initial impact was devastating, and the energy shield struggled to absorb the overwhelming force. Earth's starships, equipped with the latest weaponry, engaged the enemy with fierce determination. Pilots maneuvered their ships through the chaotic battlefield, targeting the Galactic Fleet's ships with precision. Despite their best efforts, the sheer scale of the assault was pushing Earth's defenses to their limits. The Galactic Fleet's attack strategy was designed to exploit any weaknesses in Earth's defenses. The fleet used their advanced technology to disrupt Earth's communication and targeting systems, creating confusion and making it difficult for Earth's forces to mount a coordinated defense. On the ground, cities under attack faced a relentless barrage of energy blasts. The energy shields held up under intense pressure, but the damage was significant. Emergency services worked to evacuate civilians and provide support where needed. The Galactic Council's strike was relentless and powerful, but Earth's defenders continued to fight with bravery and resolve. The unexpected success of earlier battles had given them the strength to withstand this new challenge. As the assault continued, the Galactic Fleet pressed their advantage, determined to break Earth's resistance. The battle had reached a critical point, with both sides locked in a high-stakes struggle. The Galactic Council's aggressive strategy was designed to force Earth into submission, but the defenders refused to give in. The fight for Earth's future was far from over. The Galactic Council's counterattack had tested Earth's defenses to their limits, but the outcome remained uncertain. The resilience and determination of Earth's forces would determine whether they could withstand this latest assault and continue the fight for their survival. Turning the tide. The Galactic Council's relentless assault had pushed Earth's defenses to their breaking point. The energy shields were strained, and the cities on the ground were reeling from the barrage. Despite the heavy losses, Earth's defenders were determined not to give up. They knew that their next move would be crucial in turning the tide of the battle. In the command center, General Roberts and his team were under immense pressure. The screens displayed the ongoing attack, showing the damage inflicted on Earth's defenses. The mood was somber, but there was a glimmer of hope as a new strategy was being developed. "We can't sustain this level of attack much longer," General Roberts said, looking at the data. "We need to find a way to counter their assault and regain the upper hand." Dr. Maya Singh, who had been working around the clock, stepped forward with a plan. "We've been analyzing the data from the previous attacks. There's a pattern in their assault that we can exploit. If we can launch a counteroffensive targeting their command ships, we might be able to disrupt their coordination and weaken their assault. The idea was bold but potentially game-changing. Earth's forces needed a coordinated effort to execute the plan effectively. The newly gathered intelligence revealed key weaknesses in the Galactic Fleet's command structure. With this information, Earth's military could target the command ships that were directing the assault. As Earth's forces prepared for their counteroffensive, the mood shifted from despair to determination. The new plan was risky, but it offered a chance to turn the tide of the battle. The operation would require precise execution and the full commitment of Earth's defenders. The counteroffensive began with a series of carefully coordinated strikes. Earth's starships, equipped with advanced targeting systems, launched attacks on the Galactic Fleet's command ships. The new weapon systems were deployed with precision, targeting the most vulnerable parts of the enemy's fleet. In space, the battle took on a new intensity. Earth's starships engaged the enemy with renewed vigor, focusing their firepower on the command ships. The Galactic Fleet's previously overwhelming assault began to falter as their command structure was disrupted. The once coordinated attacks became erratic and less effective. General Roberts monitored the progress of the counteroffensive with growing satisfaction. "We're hitting their command ships," he announced. "The disruption is having an impact. Keep up the pressure. We need to maintain this momentum." Dr. Maya Singh watched the results of their efforts with hope. The Galactic Fleet's command ships are taking heavy damage. If we can continue this push, we might be able to force them into retreat. The Galactic Fleet, caught off guard by the sudden shift in the battle, struggled to respond effectively. Zarnak, the fleet commander, realized that their coordinated assault was unraveling. The disruption caused by Earth's counteroffensive had turned the tide of the battle. "We need to regroup and reassess our strategy," Zarnak ordered his officers. "Our command structure is compromised, and we're losing control of the battle. Prepare for a tactical withdrawal if necessary." On the ground, the situation improved as the Galactic Fleet's assault began to lose its intensity. The energy shields, although still damaged, started to stabilize. Emergency services and repair teams worked tirelessly to restore functionality and protect the remaining civilians. The turning tide of the battle was marked by a renewed sense of hope and determination among Earth's defenders. The successful counteroffensive had not only stopped the Galactic Fleet's assault, but had also given Earth's forces the momentum they needed to push back. As the Galactic Fleet began to retreat, Earth's defenders seized the opportunity to launch a series of follow-up attacks. The battle was far from over, but the unexpected success had shifted the balance of power. Earth's forces were now on the offensive, determined to protect their planet and secure their future. The fight for Earth had reached a crucial turning point. The tide of battle had shifted, and the resilience and bravery of Earth's defenders had made a significant impact. As the Galactic Fleet withdrew, Earth's forces prepared for the next phase of the conflict, ready to continue their fight for survival and victory.